The following day, Pitt went back to Callander Square, hoping to interview the servants in the last two houses. But it was not until the early afternoon that they returned from their long weekends in the country. Consequently, it was nearly 3 o'clock when he was shown by the Campbell's butler into the back parlour, and one by one saw the rest of the servants. Of course they were expecting his questions. The news must have been virtually waiting for them on the doorstep, in the shape of scullery maid, tweenie, or boot-boy bursting with the events, and their own rich interpretations of them. Pitt learned nothing new, and he was ready to leave when he met the mistress of the house. The Honourable Garson Campbell was a younger son of a family of wealth and position, and he had maintained a lifestyle appropriate to it. Maria Campbell was a pleasant-looking woman in her late 30s, with broad, good-humoured face and fine hazel eyes. She had been busy unpacking and organising her family, which, she explained hastily, comprised a son, Albert, and 2 daughters, Victoria and Mary. She showed considerable distress on hearing of the purpose of his questions. Apparently the gossip had not reached her, and she begged that he would be discreet enough that the children might not come to hear of it. "I assure you, ma'am, I should not dream of introducing such a subject to a child," he said honestly, although he forbore to say that if some child should mention the matter to him, he would not be averse to listening. He had usually found children much less affected by death than adults, and it was a rare child indeed that was not inveterately inquisitive, and would have extracted from the servants every last detail that was to be had, or even invented and embroidered upon. "Thank you," she said courteously. "Children can be hurt." She was looking out of the window. "And frightened. There is so much that is ugly. The least we can do is protect them from it as long as we are able." Pitt was of a totally different opinion. He believed that the longer you hid from the truth, the less able you were to cope with it, when it finally broke through all the barriers like a dammed river and carried away the careful structure of your life with it. He opened his mouth to argue, to say that a little at a time bred some tolerance to pain, a balance, but remembered his place. Policemen did not give advice in the upbringing of children to ladies who lived in Callander Square. In fact, policemen did not philosophize at all.